All right, welcome to another Woods Report. We actually early today. That's good.
I don't know.
We always late.
But you said you got to be consistent so
I let people come in. At the 3 people.
4 o'clock, Kim and them should be on.
We only had like 4 or 5 people. It don't matter.
You've told me not to do that. Call those things that be not.
I wonder why your thing didn't show up. Your
And we were all the way out, right? Well, I didn't log in the way you logged in yesterday, remember?
What did you do?
It just went on and this opened up.
Oh.
Yesterday it had a choose something. Like we went all the way out.
We letting our 4 people come in, y'all. So we giving people time to come in.
How you know what people coming in?
Huh?
How you know people coming in?
You can look. I can look right here. See, I don't know who it is. I haven't figured that part out yet.
You keep telling me to not speak that.
Oh, here it is. Okay, it's there. Okay. No, that's joking. I'm a comedian.
You gotta be careful.
No, God knows I'm a comedian. So that's people crack me up with that.
Folks.
People crack me up with that. You don't call things.
No,
if somebody a comedian, God knows the difference.
No, but why is it you get to get off for saying?
Because I'm a comedian. He knows when somebody's joking and when somebody's serious.
No. But you said every show,
right? That's the joke. That's the run.
Ongoing joke.
That's the running.
I'm gonna say that the next time. Oh, I was just joking.
No, you're not a comedian.
You're gonna say you're not a comedian. I'm flowing in my funny anointing today.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so not a lot today, a little bit. So it'd be probably more just us giving our opinions on stuff more. Because it wasn't, to me, it's the same stories. They just giving more information. I did get a little bit more info on Kanye. So
Mama said this morning that they couldn't even show that show he was on because of the comments he made.
What show?
What was his show, Mom? Tucker.
We talked about that yesterday, Lenore.
No, but she's saying they didn't even show they couldn't because of the comments he made. They didn't even show it. They couldn't show it.
Oh, okay.
Did we talk about they showed it or they?
No. I said we talked about how they left out some stuff because it was anti-Semitic.
Okay.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Getting started.
See, y'all, you don't even remember what we talked about yesterday.
No, I do remember, but I don't remember if you saying that they didn't show certain parts of what he was saying.
Tucker Carlson left out the anti-Semitic stuff that he was saying.
Okay.
Purposely. That shows you that they want to spin a certain thing, Fox News.
Yeah.
And so you might as well just start off with him. Let's start off with what you're doing. I don't want to get into a tirade about Kanye.
Was that going into politics though?
No, it doesn't. No, it'll just send me into a tirade about Kanye.
Like how you was with Monique.
Yeah, that's what he does to me.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. That's your first story.
Oh, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson confirms presidential run now off the table. His concern is
who thought he was really going to run for president?
They said the polls it was a high number that people would vote for that man.
See how the bar has been set so low with comb over.
It doesn't even matter. They talked about that's a good question. That's a survey question for you guys.
We don't even care that you know anything anymore. Just have a name.
Everybody had good points. And Joy mentioned that she was at an event with Trump one time before he was.
Well, she used to go to all this stuff.
Right. She said, asking him, "Are you seriously considered running?"
He was.
And the first thing he said was, "Did you see the polls?" The man had no clue about the role and whatever, but the fact the polls. People are looking at polls now when it comes to certain people running.
Especially what made him run is Obama's fault. They had that White House correspondence thing. And Trump was in the audience.
Oh, he made jokes of him.
Barack was president, and he cracked on comb over and made light of him running as if you're nobody. And the camera went to his face, and the camera could read his face when he said that.
He wasn't happy, huh?
From that moment on, I want to see your birth certificate. You're not born in the United States, Barack.
Gave him hell.
And I'm going to run for president. And you know what? You guys don't like it. Not only did he run for president, but he got a whole bunch of people to follow after him.
Still to this day, following him.
Yeah. Even when you say stuff that he say, they'll make excuses for it and say, "Well,
that's not important, really."
Right?
It's the policy. It's us getting someone in the Supreme Court that thinks the way we do and feels the way we do. Well, Alyssa.
So who won at the end? He did.
Alyssa made a good point. As far as, because Sonny gonna go, if he don't have experience,
of course Sonny gonna do that. Go ahead.
They need to have been like a mayor,
right?
Or
nobody cares anymore.
A senator. And Alyssa said, I'd rather, because she said, if you look at the way things are now, politicians are trying to be superstars.
Yeah.
They're trying to get a platform, be on TV shows and books.
Yep.
And she said, I have no problem with people with integrity and character running. If it was an entertainer who happens to do things in communities and do things where they are involved with issues, no problem. If they famous, but if I'd rather choose somebody with integrity like them versus a politician with no integrity trying to be a famous or whatever.
Well, the thing is that again, the bar has been set so low that we don't even care anymore. All we care is that they look good in a suit.
Sarah was saying, think about this. A lot of times these entertainers are out there and they are doing things already. They're giving, like they talked about Rock.
But that's not a president.
It doesn't matter. She did the same thing you did. What you read, what the criteria was. It didn't.
Oh yeah, you're right.
A certain age.
Yep.
Born in this country.
Yep.
It didn't say nothing about they need political background.
No.
They needed to have been a senator, a governor, or whatever. No. So the bar has already been there. Somebody challenged it by comb over running. But she's saying, if you think about a president, he surrounds himself, or should. Comb over didn't. He surrounded himself with his friends who knew nothing.
Well, that's what the other person will do too.
No, that's not true. You don't always assume that. That's what Sarah was saying. If
whatever.
you were surrounded by people, I have mixed views on that because I feel like
I don't want an actor to be the president anymore.
I do, because Alyssa brought up the Ukraine man. Come on with this. You know how we are in this country. We know darn well if that actor.
How many times have you seen me cracking on that man?
If we know, well, he's still doing his thing.
Come on, Lenore.
But I see.
He think he in a real life war movie.
No, but
he is in a real life.
Sarah named 4 presidents who had experience, and they were the worst presidents, including I'm not a liar, Nixon. So it doesn't matter necessarily how much background you have in the politics.
What about a mixture like Ronald Reagan?
She's saying,
how about that?
You can surround. Yeah, he was an actor. You can surround yourself by people who know those areas as well to give you influence and to give you suggestions and direction. That's all that they were saying. So of course, Sonny don't agree. But Sarah challenged her and said, I can name 4 presidents who had backgrounds that you claim they should have. And they were still bad presidents.
My problem that I have right now.
So we saw both sides.
Is that our country is in such turmoil, financially, and spiritually and everything else, that I would like to have somebody who is the president of the United States, who understands law, who understands financial, how the system works, who knows that he's the president of Puerto Rico, not like comb over. So when you go over to a place, you know who the foreign leaders are. Mm-hmm. You're a student. You're. If you're gonna be an actor, let's go with what you're saying. Mm-hmm. You gotta be smart. Yeah. You gotta be somebody. Yeah. You gotta be somebody who. If you wasn't an actor, you probably be a lawyer or something like that.
Spelled the word potato wrong.
That was what's his name, vice president. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
who had
right? Well, George Bush was an idiot.
Look, so they said Cheney was actually
he was really the president.
The show then.
Yeah. So I agree. But,
so you got to look at both sides.
But I'm not going to.
But don't dismiss people that are in the acting field because, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, governor,
and they said he wasn't a good governor.
He wasn't, but there's governors who were mayors and everything, and still.
Well, start off there. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Not the president.
Well,
we disagree.
Yeah.
Do we need to read this or what's going on?
No, that's just him talking about
So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson confirms
he's focusing on being a father.
Presidential run now off the table. Johnson says he is more interested in being a father to his daughters.
Yeah,
and I like
the polls are pulling him.
We love The Rock.
They would vote for him.
People actually. Trump has shown that most people are morons. So they actually think he probably will jump from a burning building to another building and free anybody that's hostage, that's American.
You know what?
They think he would take a plane and go over to another country himself, not even with anybody else, and get anybody out. He could go get Britney. They would vote for him because they would think, if they say vote for The Rock, because he could go to Russia and get Britney out. And they would actually believe it. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, one of the things before we go to the next thing, 2 comments. God, I lost my train of thought. It was along the lines of what.
Well, it says.
I hate when you talking and I forget what to say.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has had many titles in his career, from college football star to WWE champion to box office superstar. But one title he is no longer interested in is president. Years after teasing a possible White House bid, Johnson told CBS Sunday Morning that his political aspirations have taken a back seat to his family. It's off the table, Johnson said. It's off the table. I'll say this because it requires the B side to this. I love our country and everyone in it. I also love being a daddy, and that's the most important thing to me, being a daddy. Number one, especially this time, this critical time in my daughter's lives. So that's why he's saying it's off the table.
One of the things that Whoopi said is she does not like the new generation, the younger generation, when they push away the older generation and the knowledge that the older generation, because she said a lot of blood, sweat, and tears have gotten us to where we are as far as the knowledge of things, and you can still learn and shine from people that are seniors than you or older or whatever, more wiser,
right?
And that's just her point. Her comment in this is just we need each other. And don't always think you're going to be out there as the new generation. Like, what's her name? DOC? I keep getting AOC. I would say DOC. Don't have that mentality that you're the Lone Ranger. You got to still.
You have to learn how to work.
With people that are even seasoned,
right?
Than you. But pretty much, it was just mixed views on that, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did Joy say?
Joy didn't really talk about that. She just talked about her when they talked about the polls.
Oh, okay.
She just brought up her little incident when she was at Trump's. It was some event and Trump and his wife was there.
And he said, "Did you see the polls?"
That's all he cared about.
He has some new commercial that everybody laughing at. They talking about it's funny, it's powerful. A lion. He's a lion coming back. Ooh. So his new thing coming back is he's a lion. He's coming back as a lion.
I'm surprised he chose that animal.
Because it's the king of the jungle.
Of a snake.
Well, lion is the king of the jungle.
Or a donkey.
Yeah, so he's coming back. And I saw on one of the YouTube channels, they was talking about some of the Trumpsters. They was coming out of a rally. And the man was like, he was interviewing them saying, why would you vote for Trump? All this stuff. And he had some black guys, and they so stupid. He said, he said, make America great again. And he thought that the 50s was the best time in history. and he said, and the white guy with the microphone, he said, that in the 50s, you guys couldn't drink out the same fountains, and you had to go.
People.
He was saying black people.
I know.
He said, so you're supporting somebody who kind of wants it to go back. And then the black guy said, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we need to go back to that. I swear to God.
Remember?
Wait a minute. And he kind of said,
we need our own fountain.
Well, hold on. He did it in the way that when we talk about how
Farrakhan.
Exactly.
Remember, you guys, the Farrakhan and the white supremacists, the KKK guys,
they had something in common.
They were together on us being separate.
And the way that this dude was talking was similar. And it made me think that might be some black people that support Trump. Because they wanted to be separate.
But the sad thing about it,
I never thought of it that way.
There have been historically situations where we were by ourselves. And who came and burned it down?
But what we're saying is,
who came and messed it up? Right.
But what he's saying,
Wall Street.
What he's saying is not about that, about people coming to mess it up.
Well, there's going to be some white supremacists that's going to mess it up.
Well, that's the problem with that. in theory, what you're saying is, yes, back in the 50s, because if you listen to like my mom and them talk, they love that. They like being separate. They like having their own school, being separate, but they like having their own.
They were happy in the situation that they were in.
You don't have nobody judging you because you black or whatever. But there was I wish you wasn't there.
But there were things that they didn't like where you had to come together for stuff, and they had to be in the back of it.
But they didn't even ride the bus and stuff.
No. For those who, when you start doing it, it's really hard to do that right now.
You can't reverse.
You cannot go back to separatism. You know that sports, entertainment.
They'll still have you in theater.
No. Because we're entertainers.
Yeah, we was doing that back then. Yeah,
but what
was the actress that dipped her toe in the pool and they drained the whole pool?
Oh yeah,
it was a black actress. So
even the movie The Help.
Yeah, we was
making their separate washrooms because they didn't want to use it with the same.
That's still gonna be there. They still gonna let you play football and stuff.
Yeah, but Farrakhan was on the same page.
So I would be surprised if there's not a lot of stuff they may have in common that they think about. Where he said,
go back to the 50s.
Or just the fact
women wasn't able to vote though, was it?
Well, he was talking to men,
checklist,
but that whole thing of don't you not want us involved? And then the black guy said, the guy said, what about states where they'll say, you can't do this? He said, I just won't live in that state. I'll move to, he said, I believe it should be state on state. I'll go to a state where I feel like, they accept.
How's he gonna speak for biracial kids?
He's an idiot. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
Biracial kids whose complexion is like.
So do I get to drink out the fountain if my mother?
I don't know. You too dark. The paper bag thing.
It's stupid.
You're darker than this bag. You can't drink at that fountain.
In the 50s and the 60s, it wasn't that many biracial people.
I know. So I think it was illegal to even marry a person out of your race.
If you do that now, so does that mean if I'm biracial, I can drink out of both fountains? It's so stupid. That's what I'm saying. They never think these things out. Yes. They just say things out their head and they never think about the ramifications of what he just gonna move to another state where he can do it.
This dude,
you are an idiot.
And then too, I would challenge this person. I'm praying, hoping to God, he is not a born again believer.
Of course he is.
He can't be. You can't
they all born again believers.
Here's the thing that's so sad. You cannot be a born again believer and believe in separatism.
They are born again.
Jesus died for all of us.
Now whether he
didn't die for the blacks on one day and he came back and died for the whites on another day.
You didn't say whether they true, because the Bible says that just because you say my name don't mean I know you.
I know, but the fact is the whole purpose of him dying for the world, he died for every race.
Exactly.
Why you think separatism is okay?
Exactly.
We all going to heaven. You think it's going to be segregation in heaven?
And the disciples tried to do that. The disciples tried to do that with Paul.
Yes, yeah, because he wasn't.
That's like, who are you? You're not even from. You're not even
hanging with us and Jesus.
And you not from us.
I met him on Damascus Road.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
You used to kill us. Now you want to be us. So same thing.
So yeah, you're right. That mentality is shot.
That mentality.
Yeah, that's really messed up.
So that's why I'm saying. But that tells you they stupid.
Yeah, that's
ignorant. They don't think all the way through.
Okay.
But so that was what made me think of that when you said comb over. Okay. Talking about he'll run. He's a lion now. He's coming back as a lion, and he also has a deposition that it just was hot on the news before we went live. He has to appear at a deposition next Wednesday. Mm-hmm. The judge says
the lion is coming.
The lion has to appear at a deposition. Some lady sued him because she said he sexually assaulted her.
Oh, that's coming back.
That's coming back. He all of these cases.
They coming back.
He has about
bite you in the butt.
He has 100 cases.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna be. That's why I'm saying he won't have time to run.
And then the latest one,
case after case.
The latest one from the Department of Justice is they kind of let it out that he photocopied some of those forms.
Oh no!
You can tell if somebody photocopied. There's science stuff that they can do, and they can put a paper or something and tell if it's been photocopied.
What is wrong with him? I think he took that presidential title.
So if it's true that he did, they're gonna look and see which ones did you photocopy. And why did you photocopy?
He probably felt as president he cannot be touched.
She going away if they do this. So we'll see.
Okay, lion.
But he can still be in jail and still run.
Lions
like he
can
said.
be trapped. Lions can be killed.
Lions eat each other too.
They sure do.
So, but I just thought that was funny.
That's a good point. Okay.
All right. Former NBA player Ben Jordan arrested at LaGuardia Airport for allegedly hitting 10-year-old son so hard he had to be hospitalized. Former NBA player Ben Gordon was arrested at LaGuardia Airport in New York City on Monday for reportedly striking his 10-year-old son, sources tell the New York Post.
He hit that boy hard.
The 39-year-old one-time Sixth Man of the Year was waiting for a flight to Chicago when Port Authority cops allegedly barred him from entering the plane and arrested him at 8:45 p.m. according to the Post. His son, who was not publicly named due to his age, was brought by his aunt to Long Island Jewish Children's Hospital for evaluation. Don't tell Kanye that because it'd be a conspiracy. Gordon's son taken to the hospital for evaluation. Former NBA player arrested by Port Authority police. The former shooting guard who played previously for the likes of the Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons before leaving the NBA in 2015 was booked and processed at the Port Authority's police station house. Charges against him are still pending, and details about his arrest and son's condition remain unknown as of Tuesday.
I'm wondering if his son is really hurt.
I don't know.
Like really injured. Because every Black family that old school is looking at this going, you should have hit that boy privately.
And then what is considered
in public?
But no, he did it privately.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they took you just said they took him to the hospital.
Oh, so he must have hit him too hard then for him to
or
go to the hospital.
Like you said, what we saying here?
Yeah, it could be
because
a number of things.
Back in the day, you get hit if they saw the stuff that was on bodies. Everybody be arrested.
I know.
Because they whip you.
Every parent that we knew, we had to go outside and get our switch.
Well, I didn't get hit.
Well, you didn't. I don't think you ever had to pick yours, did you?
No, I ain't never.
We did.
Hit. And you didn't get hit.
No, when we were staying with other family members.
Oh, okay.
We had to go, and sometimes you bring a little branch home back.
Everybody else would get hit.
Shoe.
My mother attempted to whip us. It didn't work.
Fly swatter. Anything.
Anything, a shoe, anything that's around you, you getting hit with it.
You got beaten. And some people get spanked. Some people with the hand.
Right.
He has a big hand. He's an athlete.
So I like
How
to know.
Was that little boy?
I want to know. Right. What is the injuries? And how serious it is. Before this
will open up a discussion.
This is going to open up a discussion.
Parents are
how you should
chastise your kids.
And you already know. I've said before how I feel. I don't think you should hit kids, but that's always been my thing. I don't have kids. I always like to think if I did have them, I wouldn't hit them. I always felt like I wasn't hit. So I felt like, what do I need to hit somebody for? I wasn't. It didn't work for me.
Playing tug of war with Mama with the belt.
Yeah, it didn't.
Both of them hoes holding the belt.
That didn't work for me.
Until she got ready. Until you found the time to run.
Yeah, for me, if you take something away, that was worse than hit.
For me, it was just saying it.
Oh yeah, you a crack crumble under the pressure.
You gonna what?
Yeah, you gonna get hit. You a tumble just being threatened.
I got smacked on the hand when I was at Catholic school.
Well, Catholic, the nuns hit. The nuns
I never forget that was first grade.
Yeah,
and for the reason, it was really not a good reason. But
she probably was taking it out on you.
I don't know, but because I was being jealous of something, and she was saying that's not a good attitude or something.
And she hit you on your hand.
She teach you at these at these Catholic schools even have a good attitude towards other kids.
Those priests and stuff was smoking and everything.
I know. I'm drinking the wine. They was back behind me before they started
and all that, man.
They was drinking wine.
Yeah,
I was like, Father so and so.
Yeah, they was hitting you because they was frustrated.
But this will definitely open up a dialogue with how parents are treating your kids. Yeah, if you're touching them, kids now can call 911. Child abuse.
But I always said I don't feel like
if he went to the hospital, I'm very concerned now.
Well, we don't know. Yeah,
he must have either been very angry with him,
or did he have welts on his body and she took him? So I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's going to be a big one.
But that's a good one. So
you got to find another way to chastise your kids, sir.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, and then you can't start when I watch some of these TikTok videos, and some of these kids be talking all kind of ways to their parents, and their parents and they laugh, but they laugh at it. They little.
That's not funny.
This one man came up to his little boy. He was like a toddler, and he snatched the juice out of his hand. Said, "Give me that juice." And the little boy had a fly swatter, and he was hitting the father. See, now that's what I'm talking about.
Not good. He must have seen somebody.
Wait till he get older.
Yeah.
See, that's.
And I always remember the comments that some of the older people would make if you don't get them. If you don't,
you got to start early.
If you don't chastise them in the home,
the police,
the street will do it.
Yep.
And I thought about that. There's been some women who have had sons. They were raised like freely.
See, I didn't get.
They were not punished. They were not, dealt with. And there are problems now in the street.
I didn't get whoopings from my parents, but I fought in the street.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So to me, you hit me at home when it did nothing. I didn't get hit in the head with bricks and everything.
Punishing you a different way.
Punishing me was
your
worse.
Kids.
Know your kids.
You challenged our cousin. You said he never had to spank his daughter.
No, because he was saying you should be able to hit your kid. I said you never hit yours.
See,
you never had to.
You never had to.
So because you actually have a relationship with her.
Yeah. That's
true.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it with him.
All right.
We'll see. We'll follow this story to find out what happened to
Black
this
father spanking his son.
So Brandy, the artist Brandy, reportedly hospitalized after suffering a seizure in her home.
Don't she look like she reminds me in this picture of Angela Bassett?
Oh, okay.
Don't
give no Hollywood any ideas because they'll do it. Angela Bassett and Brandy will be her daughter.
Uh-huh.
Not our vocal Bible fans, loved ones of Brandy Norwood are sending messages of well wishes her way.
Not our vocal Bible?
She's our vocal Bible, I guess, because she sings, I guess.
Oh.
This is the Shade Room.
Okay. Oh.
Wishes her way after it was reported that the singer was hospitalized on Tuesday afternoon. According to the report from TMZ, health officials responded to a call to Brandy's Los Angeles home after some sort of medical emergency. While details surrounding the Put It Down singer's condition are scarce, sources close to the situation alleged she suffered a seizure. TMZ reports that Brandy is still in the hospital and it appears she will recover. Shortly after the news broke, Brandy thanked her fans for their concern, citing dehydration and malnutrition as the source of her hospitalization. To my beloved fans, friends, and stars, thank you for sending love and light my way. I am following doctor's orders and getting the rest I need due to dehydration and low amounts of nutrition. Thank you for your prayers and support. Grateful for you all. See you soon. She probably was on some crazy diet.
Is she trying to lose weight for something? Maybe
she already skinny. I don't know what she need to lose weight for. But anyway, and then that was, remember last week, I don't know if you remember Ray J. Mm-hmm. Ray J was sitting on a ledge somewhere contemplating jumping.
He was?
He said the only thing that's saving me is I'm thinking about my kids.
He was going to commit suicide?
That's what he said. I guess the Kardashians then pushed him over the ledge because he's trying to fight the Kardashians. And
don't take your life because of some Kardashians.
You can't fight the Kardashians. You better leave that machine alone.
You need Jesus to help.
Well, he know that. They come from that family.
Not take your life like what's her name? Braxton's daughter. I'm tried to take hers.
Who?
Tamar.
Oh yeah, Tamar did try to.
That concerns me when you're that close to when you
can't
deal with your issues and the concerns. You want to take your life.
Somebody think Kanye may be trying to because the way he's acting, it's almost like he going out in a flame of glory. He almost acting that way, like he burning the house down and he's going out in the flame of glory.
Lord.
So we'll see. Okay. So continue to keep them in your prayers. Okay. Keep Brandy in your prayers and all of them. I guess all of them in your prayers. Okay. So, but anyway, so. That's Brandy.
Okay.
According to them, she's fine. She's recovering. So
okay.
But she had.
Hopefully, this will be a light on to be consistent with your health.
Right. All right. So my YouTuber, I guess I'll go with Candace Owens. Is my YouTuber for this today.
Okay.
She released a videotape. Okay. Kim Kardashian allegedly calls Whitney Houston the C word in an audio leaked by Candace Owens.
What's the C word?
Well, I'm not going to say it on air. It's a word, a woman's private part.
Oh, no.
Candace Owens shared an old voicemail that Kim Kardashian allegedly left her ex-beau, Ray J. where she bashed him and the late Whitney Houston. In the voicemail, she's allegedly heard telling Ray J he is disgusting and calling Houston an old hag. Some tapes are making the rounds of Kim Kardashian, and she's talking trash. Owens said on her show, Candace. It's not the sweet little cat, Kim K, that she presents today. She's nasty. She's calling Whitney Houston a crackhead, and she's yelling at Ray J. It is the opposite version of the Kim Kardashian that your kids have been following. Gee, I wonder why Candace Owens is going after Kim Kardashian. Could it be her connection with Kanye in some kind of strange way? Mm-hmm. Why is this all of a sudden?
This is an old tape.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden you going after Kim Kardashian,
right? She's never done that before.
Well, why Kim Kardashian? Because you with Kanye with the little White Lives Matter shirt. Mm-hmm. In the voicemail, a woman assumed to be Kardashian is heard saying, I think you're honestly a sick human being. You are just as desperate that you'll do anything for effing attention. And you are so disgusting. Go have fun with your old hag Whitney. You're so sick. And like crack is definitely not whack with you guys. You are just honestly, it makes me laugh how disgusting you guys look. In the voicemail, the woman thought to be Kardashian is heard telling Ray J not to ever call her again and that she hates him. Owens added that she was told that Kardashian allegedly left the voicemail because she was upset that Ray J was more famous than her. Owens added that she would be open to having Ray J, who exposed the Kardashians as well as on her show. Ma. Okay, I'm in the room now. No, you're not. She doing what you did. She doing what you did.
I was watching her leave, and she was almost tearing stuff down.
Lenore answered the phone, and was having a conversation in the hallway.
I didn't think you can hear me there.
Yes, we can still hear.
Okay,
that's what my mother just did. She answered the phone and went in the hallway, and then said, "Oh yeah, they're having a show right. They're taping their show right now. So, what do you think today? What is such a?" I'm like, I can hear you.
Oh goodness. Okay.
That's who you get it from. But anyway, that's the latest.
And we're thinking you talking loud enough you can't hear.
No, we can still hear you.
I don't know that. That's another reason too. So
y'all so ghetto. But anyway, that's why this show will always be ghetto.
Has she ever came at Kim Kardashian and even being Kanye's sidekick? Never.
That's what I'm saying. It's because of this White Lives Matter thing.
Oh.
I think she's trying to take the attention away from him and put it on Kim.
Okay.
And see, what's happening is they said Kim had to get security for her kids at the school.
Because it is?
Dang. Because Kanye mentioned the name of their school.
Oh, no.
So his rants...
He's putting his kids in danger.
His rants have put his kids in danger.
What is wrong with him? Now, that's serious now. Do you, Kanye, crazy, whatever. But the moment you start putting your little kids in danger, oh, dude, it's on and popping.
I think people would have known what school anyway. It's common sense. You could figure it out. But he should never mention the name of his kid's school.
No. Nothing dealing with his kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just thought that was something.
Her bringing this up, I'm sure that was a moment, that was a season that Kim was in at that time.
She was younger.
Angry at Ray J. And the crazy,
and she wasn't famous then.
And the crazy that was going on with Whitney and the
Whitney was a crackhead. Now y'all need to stop.
Bobby.
Why is Candace again? Candace, she uses her platform. Mm-hmm. See, so another opportunity to call Whitney Houston a crackhead. Another opportunity to put Ray J on blast. Mm-hmm. That's her constant. Her platform is constantly black people. Is this black? I told y'all yesterday what she was.
Okay, well,
a house Negro.
Okay. And like you're saying, who's to say they're not planning where she's doing the shiny object over here so we can let him go?
Yeah.
So you never know.
She thinks Whitney Houston
when they sit and plan things.
Whitney Houston is famous enough to where she think that putting this story out, no one's gonna think about Kanye anymore. They're gonna, no, honey, Kanye's still in the news. We still talking about Kanye.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And speaking of Kanye, LeBron James. Where'd I go with that?
Is he messing with him?
Kanye West. LeBron James pulls his shop episode. You know he has a show where they sit in the barbershop. The guys sit in the barbershop and they talk. Have you ever seen that?
No.
LeBron James has a show where it's shot like in the barbershop, and guys come on there and they talk about issues.
And they really get their hair cut?
Yeah, they really get it. You know, because a lot of conversations happen in the barbershop.
I know.
So it's a good idea. And he has celebrities on there. Oh. And then he has people come on there. They talk politics. They talk about women. They talk about men issues. They talk about everything. It's really like a talk show.
Okay.
It's just a barbershop
talk. Okay.
So apparently he called Kanye recently and asked him to come on the show.
Oh, Lord.
Because of all the stuff. He wanted to give him a platform to explain kind of like the White Lives Matter t-shirt. And he said that he talked to him. Well, here, let me see if they say it. If they don't say it on here on TMZ, I'll say it. Kanye West's mouth is forcing LeBron James and his producers to scrap an entire episode of The Shop after they say he spewed dangerous stereotypes while they were recording.
Oh, no. You dangerous when you got this man, especially in the season he's in now.
LeBron's show normally drops on his uninterrupted YouTube channel. But late Tuesday night, after shooting with Ye on Monday, he and Maverick Carter opted to pull the whole show rather than edit around Ye's remarks. Maverick says Kanye was booked weeks ago, and after talking to Kanye directly the day before we taped, I believed he was capable of a respectful discussion and he was ready to address all his recent comments. Unfortunately, he used The Shop to reiterate more hate speech and extremely dangerous stereotypes. He didn't get more specific about what Kanye said, but we know Twitter and Instagram recently put restrictions on his account after he posted anti-Semitic remarks. And of course, his drawn and ton of backlash for White Lives Matter t-shirts he's been wearing. Sounds like LeBron and company were all blindsided by where Ye took their convo. Maverick added, I take full responsibility for believing Kanye wanted a different conversation and apologize to our guests and crew. Hate speech should never be an audience. Yes. Why would you allow him to come on there thinking that you're going to control him?
No.
He don't like that.
I'm thinking people probably need to understand, hopefully from LeBron's experience, that you need to let this dude, let him be. That's why I didn't know why that Carter, what's the guy that had the show? The Tucker?
Oh, well, they explored him.
No. Yeah. Nobody should have him on any show.
But they want to explore him.
Shut him down.
No, Fox is going to keep having him on there because that makes them look good.
Well, they pick and choose, though, what he going to say.
Yeah, they'll edit out the anti-Semitic stuff like Tucker Carlson
that's
did.
That's just real sad.
Yeah.
It's real
but
sad.
They'll keep the I love Trump and all that.
It's like taking a microphone and going on the streets where people are mentally challenged, and you doing interviews with them. They may talk about the sun one time in 1 minute, and then they'll go into my baby died, and y'all people killed her. But you know, God is good.
But edit out.
This goal was switched back and forth with different personalities.
If he's not live, they'll edit out that part.
They can't though. Yeah. If he blends, he'll catch them off guard and go, "Well, white people gonna kill me. I don't understand. Protect me."
What does that mean? They blotted out the episode.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
They try to, and then they'll go into something.
LeBron decided not to put the episode on.
Yeah.
But the little flowers are so
Edit that out.
You can't if they going back and forth.
You can. You can string it. Okay.
You know how to do that in videos?
Yeah. No, I'll do it. Okay, so I'll start off.
Okay.
Ask me what I think about
So what's your view on
ask me something.
Missionaries going to South Africa to help the people there?
I think that people all over the world need help. And I think that if you're in Africa and there's people that need help, that you should be able to go there and help them. Now, missionaries, they should go there too. I think everybody who should want to go there should go there. Cut. But don't make sure that those missionaries are Jewish. because Jews will go there and they'll try to take over that whole country.
See,
and they'll just what?
You're doing an easy cut. What if they are crazy and they blend their comments? Like, I think missionaries should go to Africa because they are helping people. The flowers
no,
are
cut.
so green.
No, helping people, cut. I caught you. Before you took a breath. Before you start talking about the flowers and all that, I cut. I think missionary people should go there and help people. Cut. The flowers are blank, blank, blank. We don't need all of that.
Even have a conversation with him because you're gonna be cutting it all up.
Maybe that's what happened with LeBron. It was so many cuts. And look, it's like Ray J on if you remember Love and Hip Hop, they did a horrible cut. He had his hat. Remember the hat? The hat scene.
Yes.
His hat was turned this way. Then they cut. The next sentence, his hat was turned this way. They cut. The next sentence, his hat was turned this way.
That's sad when you got to do
all
that.
in the same scene.
Just to get.
So that means he was all over the place.
Yeah, like this man probably was.
Yeah.
For him to cut the whole show.
Yeah, he cut the whole show.
Kanye was probably all over the place.
He was all over the place.
Wow. LeBron, you did try to give him an opportunity to a platform to talk, to state his case. But y'all I think you're realizing, like everybody else, it's not stable up there.
And how do you piss off white people? Well, Jewish people, black people, street people, like Boosie. He pissed him off. That's a hood Negro.
Okay.
He pissed off regular black people. He pissed off Jewish people. Yeah. So I guess the only ones he haven't pissed off is like just white people.
That's his father, Trump. They good to him.
Well, he gonna piss y'all off next, so be ready.
I don't even know how.
Well,
I don't even know. Okay.
All right, that's it for that.
Okay.
Y'all can tell I'm bored with talking about Kanye.
Yeah.
I will say this. Good
update. Thank you. I didn't know that he'd been shunned.
I will follow this story also about how he was possibly almost kidnapped in Uganda. And you went to Uganda.
Yeah.
All right, so I saw this story. And this came up.
Was almost.
Hold on, everybody relax.
When was this?
Hold on. This was a few years ago. How this story came out when he went on that rant on Instagram. One of the guys who he was going on a rant with is a guy who worked with him, okay, on his fashion line. And they was going back and forth talking about each other and all this and negative. And the last line that guy wrote was, well, we'll always have Uganda, won't we? Something along those lines. So that made people start digging into what happened in Uganda. Because he did go to Uganda to write an album. Okay. It ever came out. And he took Kim and his daughter with him. This was years ago. Like 2018 or 2019. I don't know. You guys look it up.
Before the
pandemic. And what happened was he went out and wanted to go out into the bush and, probably went on a safari or something. And it got late. It started getting late. And his security, he had hired security because he's a celebrity. His security said, we don't feel safe driving you back to the hotel because it's too far. Again, Uganda. Uganda's not the safest place in the world.
In the bush area, especially.
In the bush. So we're going to camp out here in the middle of the bush. They had tents and all of that, where we feel like we can put a parameter around and guard, help in case something happens. Well, no, he didn't want that. He's demanded that they take him back to the hotel. And they said, no, we don't feel safe. Not for you and not for us. So he got on his little phone. I guess he was able to use a phone or something. And he ordered security from some local guys in Uganda to be his security. Now, this is all allegedly. So we're going to figure this all out. The guys came who he was supposed to have hired. And the security figured out they wasn't really there to protect him. Right. They was there to take him.
Yes.
So they held each other up with guns the whole night to keep them from getting him. His security protected him.
So he put his security in more danger.
When the daytime came, they was able to do what they said they was going to do, which was take him back to the hotel.
How did they get from that situation?
Well, they messed all night. At daytime, you could see. So they got him in his car, and then they took him back to the hotel and then put him on the plane. But the bottom line is,
which they end up staying there anyway, like they said.
But
he
nobody would have known they was there if he wouldn't have called.
He
don't like nobody telling him what to do.
We were in Uganda, and we would see the military would go by and at a distance, and the people that we were with, they were like, let's just keep calm and cool, because a lot of times there's revolts against their government. And we don't know who those military guys are. They can come and mess with us. Remember what happened in what island was that? They held those missionaries hostage. Haiti. That can happen. Not only hold you hostage to get money for you, they may even kill you.
But he would have been a perfect hostage.
He would have been
money.
Perfect hostage.
So
because they know America probably will fight for this man.
And the Kardashians had money.
Give him money to bring him home.
Yeah.
What a perfect setup.
And the Kardashians had money.
But the mentality.
But the point I was making was, if this story is true, people researching it now.
Yeah.
And it only came up because his friend said it at the end of his conversation when they was arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
Is that he don't like nobody telling him what to do.
Yeah. We're
telling you what to do. You hired us to be security.
In another country.
And you hired us for our expertise. So follow what we say.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is you said one of the things is this, the mental. I think a lot of it is
ego.
It's ego. It's and narcissistic. Ego.
That's why he likes comb over.
And he has people surrounded around him who do what he tells them.
Yes, man.
When Comb Over wanted to go and attack the Capitol with his other idiots, that remember he wanted to turn the car around.
Oh yeah, he was getting mad at the
and
security.
Secret Service said no.
Mm-mm.
And he tried to reach over and pull the steering wheel, and they had to force him down as the president of the United States. His people at that moment should have forced him. Well, I don't know how you can force him. He got on the phone and called somebody.
They should have taken the phone from him.
They probably didn't think he was going to do that.
Oh, see, when you're dealing with think about all the
nut job.
Think about the leaders that are narcissists, like Putin, Kim Jong-un. They're very paranoid. They said that's one thing about narcissists. They're paranoid. They feel like they're in control, even where it's going to be endangering them.
But what if it gets you killed?
It don't matter. They don't matter. It's about them.
No. I'm saying if you're the person protecting them, I would do what Secret Service did with Comb Over.
I guess.
Yeah. I would have literally put him in chains.
What they're trying to do with Putin.
Yeah. I would have put him in chains, just like him. Now, anybody going forward, if you in security, if he tries to put you in harm's danger, I would lock him up. At that point, you become the op.
We've watched TV shows where they've locked up the person that was in charge.
Yeah.
Because they were losing it.
All right. What's your thing for,
which one do you want me to tell?
It don't matter.
The co-workers?
Whichever one.
This one was...
This advice.
This is advice column. A woman who works in an office writes to the advice column about, which will be us today, about one employee who went on and on about a bad date that she had asked should she say something about that coworker going on a bad date. In the column, this particular situation, the advisor said to let it go at this time. So
what do you mean?
This was the advice they gave her. A woman who works in the office.
Just let her keep talking about it?
She said, should I ask if I should say something about the person going on and on and on about
Is she talking to her
bad date? She's talking to the column people. And
I'm saying, is the person complaining to everybody?
This is all they gave us.
Oh, it depends. If the person is talking to you, complaining to you about it,
they're not they're talking about their date and how bad it was.
If they talking to you, then I feel like you can.
She's saying a woman who works in the office writes to the advice column about one employee who went on and on about a bad date, and she asked if she should say something, and the column advisor said to let it go at this time. So your point is, if it's in a group setting versus in a one-on-one?
If it's in a group setting, I feel like you don't say nothing. Because I feel like you would be the person that everybody going to be like, girl, just let her talk. It's like going to lunch with a whole bunch of people. And then the one person is talking about how she can't stand her boyfriend. I'm there to eat my sandwich. I ain't got time for all of that.
What she's saying.
But even if she talking, you can tune them out. You could be thinking of what I got. Let me see.
If it's a one-on-one, how do you?
Now, if it's one-on-one, you can shut that down. Because if we going out for lunch and it's one-on-one and we talking and you going on and on and on about your boyfriend or bad date and I don't want to hear it, you shut it down.
Because some people
just say, I don't, you know what, girl, that was bad. I know how you feel, but what do you think about such and such?
And it depends on the people. Because some people like juicy gossip.
Oh, they like
Sonny
the vent.
was saying, Sonny said, if I'm going to listen to you vent, it may be juicy information you sharing. Why was it so bad, girl? He ordered this, and this, and I had to pay for it, and he went to the washroom, and I didn't see him no more. You want to hear those bad date stories? Right. I'm sorry, I'm nosy.
Okay.
So,
well, you would definitely.
I'll be like, and girl, and I keep asking questions like you always say.
You'll say, where'd you meet him?
Where you meet him?
Did
he drive? Or did you somewhere? What kind of car did he have?
You would.
Oh, did he? Girl, so he had a broke down car. And he wanted you to drive. See, I would be asking questions. My nosy self would be listening.
Yeah, you would
now,
listen.
In a crowd, I probably would still be asking.
Yeah, you would.
Like, while four of us are sitting there listening to her bad date, don't y'all want to hear bad date stories? Because I love it. I love hearing the bad date stories. So me listening would be different. My advice would be, it depends on where they at. Because this is The Office.
And see, are they in the office or are they at lunch?
This is The Office.
See, what if she at your desk?
No.
What if she comes to your desk?
I've gotten in trouble for having conversations at my desk.
What if she comes to your desk and she's standing up?
Yeah, I'm leaning on your
wall, thing, talking about her bad day.
Yeah.
And your boss keep walking by looking like,
yeah, and that has happened.
Don't you got some work to do? So
happened.
What do you do?
And I have a problem with my sister's better at it than I am.
She don't know how to shut people off.
I have a problem cutting people off.
I can cut people off.
I feel like it's rude.
No, it's not.
How do you do it in a nice way?
I did it in a nice way.
I'm learning
I say,
now.
Girl,
I'm better now.
You can say something like, girl, ooh, that day sound bad, but
I got to hear it later because I got work to do.
I would say, girl, that sound bad, but if we don't get away from here, girl, we both gonna be out at the unemployment office.
You joking.
I
can't joke like
joking.
you.
Okay.
They will receive my mean if I say that.
I'll say, girl, I would be at the unemployment office listening to the rest of this day.
See, but I'm learning how to cut people off and get back to what I need to do so we can talk about that later or not at this moment. So I guess that's why they said let it go for this time. But if it's in the office, I don't know.
And what do you do if they keep coming over to your desk to talk?
Yeah, I had people like that in my that's why I love working from home, you guys.
And what do you do if somebody
avoid all of that?
And what do you do if somebody want to have lunch with you and you don't want to talk? I don't like eating lunch with people and talk. Me personally, I don't like going out to lunch with people.
I do.
You do.
Sometimes.
I don't. I hate when people say, "Hey, you want to go get something to eat?"
Girl, let's go. It depends on who it is.
It don't matter who it is.
I don't want to eat with everybody.
It don't matter.
I'll go by myself. She knows. I'll eat by myself.
I don't want to go with nobody, even if I talk to you.
But if it's a friend, if it's a coworker that I really enjoy, because I had a coworker friend for over 25 years, we always went out. We would sit in the car and eat. That's how close we were. I didn't do that with every.
This how you know I don't like. I don't even want to hardly go out to eat with y'all. With you and my
mother.
Every
time we go somewhere with fat friends and other sorority sisters, where Kim at?
Can't stand it.
Where Kim? And my mom loves to go out to our different events, and sometimes we don't even go. Where's your daughters? I'm representing them. She's representing us. So
I would shut it down. We different. Yeah. You like hearing the stories and all that. I
hear the bad date.
I got work I got to do. I ain't got time to listen to you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut it down, especially if I'm busy. If I'm busy and you coming over to my desk and I got stuff to do, I'm like, girl, I hear what you're saying. I got you, but I'm busy, girl. Yeah, I got to get this work out. So I would shut it down. Now, my advice would be, and I think everybody not funny like you said is, I would do it in a jokingly way though.
See.
And I would put it on me. I wouldn't put it on them. I would put it on me. Like, girl, they sound bad, but if I don't get this work done, I'm going to be in the unemployment office.
Okay, see.
I would put it on me
to say that.
But that's the advice. I would put it on me. Anytime I'm that person that says it's not you, it's me.
And you have
I'm that person that get away.
And people who know her, when you're on the phone and she'll go, all right. Okay. Kim is ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Okay. All right.
All righty.
All right. So that was it. That's a good one. Okay. All right. And then your donkey of the day.
Oh, please.
I'll end with your donkey of the day.
Who is it?
Florida man charges into 9-year-old at youth football practice, police say. And this is on ABC 15 News in Florida. This is Florida. Mm-hmm. A Florida man was arrested for putting on a helmet at a Little League football practice and charging into a 9-year-old player, according to an arrest report.
Why did he do that? Was it one of his sons?
Police said David Taylor, 41, was seen arguing with the coaching staff at a football game being held at Longleaf Elementary School football field on September 29th.
Yeah.
Coaches told deputies that the argument began after Taylor witnessed his son get overpowered during a one-on-one tackle.
His son had to have been out there
by another player.
Okay.
Taylor then took his son's helmet, placed it on his head, got into a football kneeling stance in front of the player, and charged head first into the 9-year-old's chest. According to an arrest report, Taylor then grabbed the 9-year-old by the arms and pushed him several feet. Coaches intervened and began to argue with Taylor, according to the report.
Where's that boy's father at?
After speaking with witnesses, a warrant was made out for Taylor's arrest.
What is wrong with him?
Taylor was arrested and booked into Escambia County Jail. He was charged with cruelty towards a child and disorderly conduct. He was released the same day on a $30,000 bond.
Oh my goodness.
So his son got tackled.
Yes.
9 years old.
9-year-old.
We're not even talking about high school.
No.
Maybe high school. I don't even like that.
Is it still like Little League?
You might. Can you imagine like little flag football players with their little helmets on?
His son got tackled by that 9-year-old.
By the 9-year-old.
And he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. So he took his son's helmet off.
He took...
And you know, for him to put a 9-year-old's helmet on, it didn't fit. So it probably was, the end of the helmet was right here.
Still on the top.
So not only did he put the boy's helmet on, didn't even fit. Look at that big giant head. There's no way a 9-year-old's helmet can fit that head.
And then he was like,
then, not only that, but here's the thing. It's a whole lot going on in here, right?
Yeah.
First of all, what was everybody doing when he walked out on
the field?
Take his son's helmet off, squeeze it on his big giant head.
Did they not know that he was doing something?
And what was the other boy doing? Standing there. He putting the helmet on because he gonna run into you. What do you think he putting the helmet on? He looked at the other kids going, what is he doing?
Well, he didn't know what he was gonna do. He thought he was just gonna come and get the helmet.
But he put the helmet on. The minute he put that helmet on, that other kid should have ran.
No.
And the minute he got down in the football stance, that other kid should have ran. Who's the other parent to that other kid?
I don't even know.
If I was the parent to that other kid, I would say, son, the next time somebody puts a helmet on.
I'm playing devil's advocate. If you're 9 years old and you see a man come walk out on the field, that's that boy's father, takes his helmet off
and puts it on his head.
For some reason, I quickly thought maybe he's showing his son how to do the tackle.
But why would I stand there?
But because you're thinking the boy is going to probably show his son and not use the boy as a model. He probably said,
"You think that's what everybody
like this?"
That's probably what everybody thought.
Yes.
Surely nobody thought he would tackle a 9-year-old.
Son, when you tackle, you got to tackle low and you got to come at him like that angle. Not him doing it himself, knocking that little boy down. So that little boy probably didn't think, this man is not going to tackle me. He's probably showing his son, this boy, how to do it. Come on, Kim.
And the fact that
he needs to be under the jail.
And he hit him in his chest.
Oh, that big old head. Oh, that is truly a donkey of the day. That's donkey of the year. I have never heard anything like that. But that boy's father, who he hit, I pray.
Let's hope he has a father. He's not a single mom.
What? Oh,
maybe that's why he did it, because he knew that he didn't have no father, that he could go out there and do that.
Wow, but the coaches let him do this. He got as far as going on the field.
And why would the coaches be arguing with him? They should have tackled him.
Yeah, get off. I don't need to argue with any father. Get off of the field. We're the coaches. Oh my, he got too much leeway there. I don't know if they would have let him do that if he was a black man.
This man came out on the field.
Is that white privilege?
And put a helmet on.
Because we would have been under the jail. See, so a lot of times you don't know what people are thinking. You don't know.
Sometimes you don't know if it's that or you don't. That's why I said that's why you can't play the black card all the time.
And maybe he's had
because you don't know.
Before.
Yeah,
they don't know. I don't know. This is a good one.
That's Donkey of the Day.
And I feel bad. These are two different situations with kids.
What was
the basketball player?
Yeah. We don't know yet.
This man tackling a 9-year-old. And it wasn't even high school.
No, 9.
Or college. They wouldn't have probably let him that far either if it was older.
So that was it.
Okay. That was a good one.
And he's got a big head. That helmet couldn't have fit him.
That poor little 9-year-old. I feel bad for him.
And what was his son doing while all this was going on?
I don't know. Looking at his dad act a fool.
I would be embarrassed.
Yes. Now your dad is arrested and everybody gonna tease him. He's gonna be teased now. Oh. I knew he was probably saying, I'm mad at that boy for tackling my son. I'll get him. My son's too weak. I'll get him.
In a football game.
In a football game. 9 years old.
Well, he had $30,000 bond.
What,
so he probably had, he had to pay 10%
of your bond. Yeah.
I would, not only that, I would press charges.
Oh God, yes.
And I would also file for a civil suit.
Yeah.
For mental distress.
Yeah.
If I was his parents.
Yeah.
The other kid's parents.
I would too. I would be on it. I'll be in court so fast. And hopefully hold me back that I won't beat him down.
Right.
Because you touched my son.
All right, that was it. So we started on time and we ended on time.
Yeah. Well, we started 2 minutes before.
Oh, but you didn't turn that on? Did you turn that on when we started?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So we went a little bit over then.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mm-hmm. And always believe.
Yes.
And that was Another Woods Report. See you later.